If you've ever been a parent, you know that your children are all completely individuals from the very beginning. They're different. They are not blank slates at all. They have their own personality, their own talents. They have their own opinions on everything, which generally are not all that reluctant to express. There's a reason for that. It has to do with the way that souls are put together. Basically, we're all made of recycled material. This recycled material, in a way, can be thought of as a reincarnation, though it's not a one-for-one replacement process. We're put together from a mix of past people, pieces of the past people. And it's a very complex business. And this new child that you have, which will develop, the background of their thinking and all their opinions are basically a summary of all the people that they've been, that they're drawing from. Basically, I put this together over about 20 years of the healing work that I've been doing. I'm an energy healer, and have gotten fairly far along, and have had what is called guide contact. That is the ability to talk to angels that most of us energy healers manage to come up with. I've had that about 17, 18 years now. It's a complex business, which I've got a pretty good grip on now, I think. Maybe I should start with saying, well, where these pieces come from. Basically, at the end of life, there are three ways that people can go, and the judgment is the decision and judgment is made. Then it's not something. They're not held for. The souls then are not held for long periods and judged in a great big batch. It's a continuous process. In the last year on Earth, my understanding is that of all the people that died, between 8 and 9% of them last year were promoted. That is, they became angels. They went into higher work. And it's not a sit around and sing kind of thing. It's a matter of you get a new job you go through training, and you get a new job, and you're doing work, new work, higher work, under new rules. then there's one of the other ways that you can go. There's three ways. Is that you don't get you didn't do well enough to come back, and the people in that category, among all that died last year, between 2 and 3% went that way. And what happens there is that they are simply destroyed. They cease to exist. And then there's a third way, a kind of middle way, that the people that the remaining roughly 90% last year ended up in the third way, which is kind of a recycling system. In which the people basically are broken up into their various pieces and are become part of new people. Now, at the moment, the human race we start out with 12 energy bodies, the units that souls are made of, and that basically all life is made out of. It's possible later in life, as you move along, to develop further and to get more energy bodies. And it's also possible to lose energy bodies, become dissipated, through various means you can lose energy bodies. I've worked hard on my thing. I think I have 60-something now. Started with 12, up about 60, and here I am. I'm 63 years old. And depending on what you do and how you do, you can get more, or you can lose some. And over time, it can happen, and it's kind of a constant battle to do better. So, how are these souls put together? Basically, you're starting with 12, but no more than a quarter of those can be from any single person in any previous existence. So when you were put together initially, if you start with 12 energy bodies, you are a combination of between 4 and 12 different beings in the first generation back from where you are now. One of the things that happens is that often the people, if someone has died And they've gone into this recycling system. There's often at least some that are carried forward and become part of new beings that are basically family or in relatives of where you've been. Say you lost a brother or a father or something, someone like that, mother. They may appear in your children, or maybe your cousin's children, or you may later find them in some of the friends you meet or things of this nature. And one of the things that happens is that we can recognize these people. We do recognize them. And we recognize them more strongly. There are more of these familiar energy bodies. But at some point, you look like the people. You feel like the people. All that were around previously. Now it's a piece of you and a piece of them. It's not the whole thing. In either case, but you know them. And it's one of these instant knowing things. They seem instantly familiar. Now, if you were in a good relationship with them, it may be a instant trust, instant recognition. Or, well, his enemies too. Or people that were problematic or somewhere.